Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my head.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Serbs, back in the motherfucking place to be. La MERCA SUPERIOR, Palace 81, Numero 42. Yes, we skipped a couple episodes, but it's all good because I got a very, very, very special episode I got for y'all today. We are celebrating the 4-year anniversary of La MERCA SUPERIOR in this motherfucker, because La MERCA SUPERIOR was a really game-changing, style-bending fucking album that I made back when I was kind of just starting to rap over my own beats. But before we get into the album, today is the 4th. May the 4th be with... No, it's 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everybody out there. To all my peoples. All the veterans, the veteranos, the soldados, all the soldiers. Everybody on the front lines fighting for our freedoms under the guise of corruption and secret wars around the world. I want to give a special shout out to my grandfather, Abuelito Guadalupe. He served in World War II and he got a passport to Spain, Germany, the US. I don't know if he ever... I know he traveled over there, obviously, during his tours, but I don't know if he actually stayed over there or visited or things like that, because it was a while ago. It was actually like 80 years ago. So who knows what my grandfather was doing. Hopefully he had a good time doing what he did. He was a little screws loose, you know what I mean? I heard a lot of stories about my grandpa, how he got down. He had guns, he had knives, he had psychological issues and evaluations. But we're not here to talk about that. We're talking about the 4th of July. I really hate all the fireworks and shit. I mean, save that shit for Disneyland. Thank God I don't live in SB or anywhere else, because in Ontario, it's a $10,000 fine for people who launch fireworks. So every year people launch fireworks anyway. The only thing is the police department really doesn't go after these people who launch fireworks until like the neighbors start snitching, but that's already when they fucking launched all their fireworks, and then they get in their cars and they fucking drink and drive and crash somewhere else. So it really doesn't matter at that point, you know what I mean? I have some mixed feelings about this country. When they stand for the American flag, I don't stand, because in my opinion, I'm exercising my right of freedom of speech. And every time I go somewhere like a Kings game or something like that, you always got to stand up for the national. Like, why do we got to stand up for the national anthem? What do that mean? What does a sports game have to do with the country? This is all like a fucking some bullshit. Why does Brandy have to sing the national anthem? I get it. For Super Bowl, for big things like that, I understand. I could kind of get that we all kind of have to at least once a year, if it's not 4th of July, to acknowledge the country and sing a beautiful song by a beautiful woman, and that's I'm totally cool with that. But every game, bruh, every ping pong game, every hockey game, every fucking what it was, that potato hacky sack. What's the shit where you're jumping in the sack, bruh? The potato race. The hot potato, whatever the fuck it is, the sack races, bruh. You gotta sing the national anthem. You gotta stand up, put your right hand over your heart, face north, and fucking say the words and shit. I don't understand that. And ever since I was in school, I was never with that, bruh. Because I feel like I never really cared as a kid, and as an adult, I still don't really care, but I respect the soldiers and shit that are on the front lines that actually do want to help the country. But it's a very small percentage of those people. You know, very, very few, very small percentage of people actually want to serve the country because they want to help the country out. Everyone else wants money or power or leverage from the military. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. It could be reversed, that a very few small percentage takes advantage of it, and everybody wants to take a step in defending the country. That's just my opinion. I feel like, you know, people don't get into the military for the right reasons. I don't know why my grandpa, he got into it. I don't know his reasons. It was a long time ago. He was really young. And who knows? This was before he even met my grandma. So my grandpa wasn't with my grandpa at the time he was serving. So I don't think my grandma would know either. It's just kind of like, we don't know. So my grandpa, he fought in the war, came back with his guns, came back with his fucking insane mentality and shit. He could have stayed here in the US. I mean, he literally could have got a house over here like in LA or something like that. But he didn't. He stayed in Mexico for whatever reason. He knew very, very few words other than Spanish. He could have known some German words. He probably did, picked it up. By the time I was born and shit, my grandpa was already like at the end of his life. And he had lost all his teeth, so I couldn't really talk to him. But he would look at me he would look at me in my eyes and shit, and he told me everything, bro. Like, I felt like I knew him more so by just the way he would just look at me. And I seen him get the 21 gun salute where they fucking, you know, salute him and all that. I forgot where they did it. I think they did it in San Diego, but that was when I was a fucking little ass kid. But my grandpa must have been he must have got I know he got fucking medals and shit, but he must have really, you know, really been a well-known soldier or something, because they don't give the 21 gun salutes to just anybody, bro. Like, they really, you know, you have to earn your stripes, as they say. You got to earn them gunshots, bro. So that's really cool that they did that for my grandpa. They got the 4th of July parade in Ontario, but I don't really like it, bro. They make the horses dance. I'm not with that. I'm not with the making the horses dance. That's bullshit. I really don't want to see the piece of shit cars that they drive around, the little fucking speed zone mini cars, the bumper cars that they got around. I don't want to see the marching bands. I don't want to see all the Boy Scouts. I'm cool on that. The cheerleaders are like underage. You know, there's nothing really cool about the 4th of July party besides like they giving out hot dogs and bags of potato chips. But I mean, I don't like hot dogs. There's too many points on Weight Watchers. So I decided not to go. The fucking parade is pointless to me, bro. Like, who the fuck really wants to be around a bunch of people, especially now? I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to, like, if I want to watch a movie and be entertained, I'm going to do that. But, bro, the fucking 4th of July party just sounds like ass, bro. And then you can't even drive nowhere because the fucking streets are blocked off. And then the other streets are filled with people who need to get to wherever the fuck they need to go. So none of this shit about the parade makes sense to me. Over the weekend, it was a really cool weekend, man. I was just chilling. like I usually do. Saturday, what the fuck did I do Saturday? I'm trying to think what I did Saturday, because I don't think I did shit. I really think, oh, we had a party. It was my cousin's quinceañera. So I was over there. They had it at their house. Awesome, man. I hadn't seen my family in like 2 years, so it was really cool seeing all my other cousins. My tío was fucking making tacos and shit. He was making pollo, chorizo, carne asada, lengua, and what's the lips? I forgot what they call. Is lips labios? I don't know. I forgot. I'm not that good with Spanish. I already know. But man, I must have had like 11 tacos, bruh, or like 13 tacos, most of which were pollo. So that wasn't too many points on the Weight Watchers. And it was really cool, man. I was talking to my tío and he was telling me stories about, East LA and how he ships weed by the packs. And he's everyone's main connect on the West Coast that, you know what I mean? No packs get sold to any celebrities or big rappers unless they call him and shit like that. Which sometimes when my uncle talks to me, I don't know if he's like sugarcoating it, straight lying, or telling the truth. Because some of the shit he says to me, I'm like, really? Like, are you serious right now? He's telling me that he was making like a lot of money from the packs. Like, I forgot what number he said, like in the tens of thousands. I'm like, then why aren't you driving like fucking Benzes and wearing Rolexes and shit? Like, you know what I mean? It's like when you make money, it looks like it. You know what I mean? Somehow in some way, like you could see it. Like either, you could open up, the app on the phone, your app or whatever it is you do. I'm not saying that's necessarily everybody's deal, but I mean, if you have money, I mean, there's a way to show for it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to shit on him. But it was really cool seeing my uncle, all my cousins. They were all fucking, they're all like, 16, 17, either like juniors or seniors now. And it was really awkward kind of seeing them drink and smoke weed and shit like that but I didn't want to say nothing because that was me, you know what I mean? I didn't really drink until I was 19, but I was definitely smoking a lot and I was a super pothead, so I couldn't really say shit about that. I just didn't want them hurting themselves, you know what I mean? Getting up, falling over and cracking their head open like my uncle. My uncle, he got fucked up, ended up in the neighbor's yard, like he ended up climbing like the border wall and falling off and cracking his head on the cement, bruh. If you go over there, bruh, his blood is still there, bruh. It's still like it's like a fucking Kanye West bleach stain on pants or something like that, bruh. Like his blood is forever cemented in the street, bruh, in the block. You know what I mean? The Adesanya Killer Gorilla fight was on. That shit was boring. But before that, you had the Holloway and Volensky or Navensky or whatever fight that was. That shit was dope, bro. I didn't know who the ski guy was, but I just knew from when he was throwing the hands and shit like that. I said, yo, bro, this fool's fast. He's too fast for Holloway. Holloway's big. He's slower. And Holloway got his fucking face cut open like a mean, like the fucking cut. You could see the skull in his face from that cut, bro. He was just bleeding like there was no tomorrow. There was blood all over him, his shorts, his feet. He was bleeding all over Navensky or Relensky or whatever his name is. I'm surprised Holloway didn't get knocked the fuck out, but that was a dope fight just to see it go all 5 rounds and he didn't get knocked out. He defended himself until the end, but ultimately he did lose and the champ still reigns supreme. Volensky or whatever his name is. I'm totally fucking up his name, but it's all good. And that was pretty much the night, man. My cousin, she looked beautiful in her dress, and then my other cousin, which I guess is like, I don't know if he's the chaperone or whatever he is. He's in that suit, so it was cool. The tacos were bomb. I didn't do the rice and beans. We don't do those. Too too many carbs, as my mama say it. But I just really didn't want rice and beans. The salsas are good. I really gotta connect with my tío, get the recipes, get the where they get their meats from, because their fucking taqueria right there is bomb, bro. Like the way they just do their shit is like, I kind of want to get in a, like, I kind of did want to, like, you know, rent a little taquero truck and shit like that. And I wanted to make, like, do my own business like that, but it's hard, bro. Like, you got to do it all day, all night. Like, nobody's gonna buy tacos in the morning, bro. So you pretty much got to prep all morning throughout the day, and the evening set up, and then you sell to like pretty much 2 a.m, because people are still, you know, people are leaving their parties or whatever at 1 or 2, and then they're hungry, so they want, you know, who the fuck doesn't want tacos when they're drunk as fuck, bro? Everyone wants tacos when they're drunk as fuck. And I don't think I'd really be up for that, bro. I don't know, man. That's not really me. Plus, everyone's selling tacos, bro. At least over here in Ontario, it's not really that, bro. There's like, I don't know, like one taquero here in Ontario, especially in the southeast side. Like, I've never seen a taquero anywhere, bro. Because there's not really any spots like you need hood spots, you know, where there's a broken down gas station or it closed already, so they have that parking space where you could just pull up and, you know, start serving like that. There's not really too many places like that. I could think of one, but then again, it's like, you know, just setting it up and all that. So there's other things, other business endeavors that I'm thinking about doing, and we'll just take it from there, bro. So Sunday, I didn't really do shit either. I was just kicking it. I was watching the 4th season. I've never seen the 4th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's really weird because the first 2 seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are like gold, bro. They're like the fucking shining metropolis. Just like how like the first 2 or 3 generations of Pokemon are, like, to me, the best generations of all time. The first 2 seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cannot be fucked with at all. I don't know if it's like because I grew up watching them, like only those 2 seasons. And it's really weird because the 4th season came out in 2004. And I remember watching reruns of the first 2 seasons in 2004. And I always thought, like, how come there's like, I always thought the new episodes were like of season 2 were just the new episodes, but it wasn't, bro. So maybe it was 2002 and it was the 2nd season. I mean, I don't know, bro, but it really surprised me because I really thought the 4th and 5th seasons came out like in 2005, 2006, when I kind of was already a little bit older, because I would always watch the cartoons in the hood at my tia's house when I had nothing else to do but watch TV and be a fucking kid. I guess Saturday morning cartoons would be a new episode, and I guess I would just watch TV all day, every day in the summers, so it wouldn't be, it would just be reruns. I guess that kind of makes sense. I miss watching cartoons, man. As I was watching the 4th season, you know, My Valentine, she comes back. But they fucked her whole story up, bro. Like, first of all, Rex Raptor isn't the same voice character. That's trash. And then My Valentine is like a deeper fucking, I'm with the heart of the cards. Like, what the fuck? Like, get this fucking deep dyke voice bitch out of here, bro. I ain't trying to hear that shit. So they really fucked up Mai's whole character development. Like, she totally threw everything out the window to be like, to go to the dark side. Like, she really had a stupid fucking story. I don't know why they couldn't just make a new character up for the season instead of Mai. Like, had they just left Mai off of from the 3rd season, it would have just been cool right there. But they just fucked it all up, and I don't know why they did that. But in any case, that's what I did, man. I was just watching Yu-Gi-Oh! I was kicking back. I was bicking back, being bored, as YG said, but I'm not a blood. So there was that. The 4th year anniversary of La MERCA Superior. Superior in the motherfucking building. And I want to say, I don't know if I told this already on the podcast, but I always thought if I was to make my own superstore, what would it be? I grew up going to Superior, the market in Baldwin Park, and then later we had El Super. So I'm like, what would be my fucking store I would open up? And I came up with La Merca. La Merca was one of the Loteria cards on the Streetwise shirt, so I just took that, La Merca Superior, the store, La Merca Superior, and it's not La Merca Superior, bro. It's La Merca Superior. You gotta say that shit. Like when people say, oh, you're from El Monte? Like, nah, fool, I'm from El Monte. Like, you gotta say it like that. Like, oh, you're from La Puente? La Puente, fool. You gotta fucking say it with your chest out, homie. Like how the Raza says it. Not fucking, oh, I'm from El Monte. Like, nah, man. You know it's El Monte when boom, boom, boom. You hear that shit? The fucking helicopters and shit, drive-bys and shit like that. You can't go to you can't hop off the porch because it's too late already. It's 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, all the fuck is demon time out here, bro. So, yeah, that's just what the backstory was as far as La Merca Superior, the name. The cover is when my father took me to, I think we went to Blythe and we were shooting out there, and the homie, he had his Uzi, but he didn't let us shoot it without the extendo on it, without the fucking the 16-inch barrel, which makes the fucking the cover look super silly. Like if you look at it, you're like, why does the Uzi look like goofy as fuck? Which is like, to me, it made it even better because it looks almost MF Doomy versus if it was just like the Uzi with like regular, it would have made it look real cartelish. But like with the barrel that long, it just makes it look fucking silly. I mean, in my opinion, or it looks like almost like futuristic or something. But we're out there in Blythe. My father took a picture. That was when I wore hats. So, and that's actually a picture of me too in the cover. Like that's not nobody Photoshop. Like I didn't Photoshop myself or nothing like that. It's actually with distortion. So I distorted everything, and then I distorted my face because my face looked fucking stupid because it was hot as fuck, and my face just looked like fucking. I just didn't look good, you know. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna blur out the picture. So, and that's also a nod to Heem Stogie. He has a album called like The Art of Something or something like that, where I think it's Nikola Tesla, and his face is blurred out like that. Kind of inspired by him, but more so inspired by like, you know, the cartel shit, which you know, I don't want to glorify it. I mean, I kind of was glorifying it then, but you know, it's not something that I'm advocating or glorifying now. It's just, you know, it's just really cool, you know. I just wanted to keep it real simple. You know, I want to say I was one of the first people to put the Spanish fucking, what is it? Fucking parental advisory sticker on the album. I know one other artist did it slightly before me. I mean, this is my people. This is my art, my way of letting the listener know like where my cultural roots, you know what I mean? I dropped it on Bandcamp. I didn't drop it on SoundCloud, and I might not have it on YouTube. I actually might drop it on YouTube for the first time. Or actually thinking about it now, I think it is on YouTube already. But we have the first song, La Merca Superior, and that was like one of the times where like I wanted to rap like trap style over my beats, and it's completely produced by me. All the beats I made, I had already previously been rapping over my beats, like on Solo 5 Singles to the Dark Side. I think I have like 4 or 5 beats that I made myself that I rapped over, and on this one it's just 5 tracks. Probably one of the only projects I ever, like in my whole career, I have a shitload of EPs, and I would consider this an EP, but I'm not labeling it that, because when you label shit, people have like expectations. So La MERCA SUPERIOR, the first track, is kind of just like me doing my own thing, because like we had Picasso and Matisse where we were like really big on the coke rap, the fly rap, you know, the shit that West Side Gun had made popular back in like or if you want to keep it real, since like 2012. And so I was kind of coasting off of that wave. So let me hear a little bit of it.
Post percentages, you niggas is shit and bricks. My nigga, I'm killing shit. Ain't even making sense. You niggas is faking chips. I'm steadily dipping in cinnamon. Skin of Dominican women and splitting.
I must have been really sick doing this. I can hear it in my voice.
Snake is Jake, this alligator waste your weight, lost in ways I can't explain. I put it on for the old on the toe, roll it up and fucking smoke. I bet your foe, toe to toe. Let me know when you available. I got the city on this Millie Rock. Your bitches is all give it silly top. I swear to God, it's really odd. Shooters in the car go spray your moms. 6 different figures in the mist. Got 100 fucking jits and they gon' pull up with the stick. You're seeing it live in the flesh. I'm something like that fakes it.
Yeah, you could really hear like the West Side Gun influence definitely around this time, especially. And I'm kind of trying to get away from that, you know what I mean? But it's just, I never really connected with no other music than like West Side Gun or like Makami shit. I really feel like my style, ever since I've been listening to them, has been heavily influenced by them. But I can't really help it, bro, because the way our history has been in the streets and what they talk about, it's like very, very similar. So I just try to tell like my family story, just influenced by, you know, Griselda shit. And, you know, I got the city on this Millie Rock. Your bitches is all give it silly time. Like, that's a particular triplet flow that I think Migos made popular that I never really heard on underground type beat. And I want to say I was the first to do it, like on some Prodigy shit. I mean, I talked about maybe the first doing this, doing that, but I want to say for sure I was the first rapper to be doing triplet flow over underground rap, hip hop beats, bro. I mean, I might, you know, I can't fucking, trademark that, but I could definitely tell you first on a podcast that that's how I feel. That's just, you know, what it is. Then we have Full, which is just a beat, and to me that sounds like you know, I could have went triplet flow over that. I don't know why I didn't rhyme over that. I feel like I want to rhyme over it now. We have Summer Night. Summer Night is let me hear that shit.
Yeah. Hey yo, yeah. She wanna ride in the summer night, yeah. Blowing clouds to the fucking sky off the pedestals. Pop the medicals, no medicinals, top incredible. Yeah, you might die if you come to fight. Bitches fucking and they wanna hold my kids. I'm like, you're probably never gonna feel what it's like to have both your wives try to turn the queens. Besides, cats wanna try for the nighttime rat. Do the crime and you put a stripe. Splash, like we all at a fucking Sprite. Dash, baby girl in the sun tonight. Yeah, she wanna ride in the summer night. Serbies hit it, get it lit it when I pop it like. Mommy trippin', hit it, switch it, try to cut the light. Man, I'm dipping, never slipping. What you thought I'm like? Yeah. What you thought I'm like? No fear in the face of fright. Cold hair, wanna sniff a line, more beer. Let me get a line. Yeah, she wanna ride in the summer night. Yeah, blowing clouds to the fucking sky off the pedestals. Pop the medicals, no medicinals, top incredible. Yeah, you might die if you come to fight. Bitches fucking and they wanna hold my kids. I'm like, you're probably never gonna feel what it's like to have both your wives try to turn the queens besides. Trying to turn the queens besides. Besides, you a bitch. Stop. Doubting my love.
That's probably one of my probably my favorite track off of this project. I feel like I don't really rap fast like that, and that's one of the tracks where it really surprises me because I don't be rapping like that, bro. I don't be rapping super fast like that, which I guess, I mean, it's not like no Twister shit or Tech 9 shit, but I just think it was one of the tracks where every track I tried to do something different, but that was really different for me at least. And that was when I had just you know, kind of, I was dibbling and dabbing and yay and shit like that. So probably I was really influenced by just kind of everything that was going on around me. I mean, I'm always influenced by the shit that's going on around me, but I was really around some you know, some not intoxicants and not that very good influences, to say the least. So I just really love that beat. I got that beat out of like, it was I guess someone put together like fucking you know, it was either like, I forgot what is it, like crazy clowns oldies or some bullshit like that. You know, the fucking the Chicano playlist of like West Side Story volumes 1 through 20 something, or however many volumes it is. And I just got the beat out of there, and I got the Jasco beat from that little playlist or compilation as well. And then we have the Hood Doctors, 2 different samples. One of them, it's a guitar chopped up, and then we have the next beat, which is a different sample. And I was really influenced by you know, Mac. You know, he had that track R&B, which is probably one of my favorite Makami songs of all time. And I just love, and Kendrick too. Kendrick had the pitch shift. He was doing the pitch shift shit too at the time. So I wanted to make my own, you know, what the fuck do I say?
Smoke 1,000 blunts, my mind's clouded up. These bitches down for us, I'm counting up the counter stuff. 3 lines of white, that powder puff, rough. Sexy chick, no wanna dance with me. Asking me, take a pot and plant my seed. Catastrophe, passionately, the Hood Doctor.
Smoke 1,000 blunts, my mind's clouded up. These bitches count on us, I'm counting up the counter stuff. 3 lines of white, that powder puff, rough. Sexy chick, I wanna dance with me. Asking me, plant my pot and plant the seed. Catastrophe. Passionately, the Hood Doctor got the vaccine. What you need? Who would be? Some shit like that, right? So that was another one where I felt like I really should have kind of like expanded on that, because these are short songs, bro. Like, these aren't even fucking 2 minutes. Like, literally every track, looking back, I'm like, why? Like, every track is not even 2 minutes. Bullets on Broadway is 1 minute and 4 seconds. What's his name? Arthur Charles, he sent me the sample for that. Shout out to him. Bullets on Broadway is just a beat. Fool's just a beat. So it's really 3 tracks and 2 beats. Really different, bro. I don't know. I really don't remember what I was trying to convey, like a full-length project. I think I just had these tracks, and I just wanted to put it together real fast. You know, I didn't want to. I think what it was I didn't want to make a whole full length, because if you remember, Solo-Fi Singles to the Dark Side was 18 tracks, bro. I think Solo-Fi was the last. Was it 18? It has to be 18, right? It's definitely more than 14. Never mind, it's 11. Okay, so my history's all off. Yeah, even 11 tracks is long for me, bro. Like, I don't do that shit anymore. We have 11 tracks on Solo-Fi Singles. Then The Sage and the Sorcerer, was it 6? 7. Okay, and then we have La MERCA SUPERIOR, which is 5. So I think I wanted to just put out quality over quantity in like a short amount of time. And that's how I've always been, man. Bullets on Broadway is, I want to say it's like a disco funk record that I just slowed down. And to me, it just sounds like, you know, like you're having a fun time before somebody gets shot or something like that. It sounds like you're having like a groovy time, and then the fucking guns come out like fucking 50 Cent said. And that's pretty much La Merca Superior, man. It's just a really short, really, to me, like a really experimental, really different. Like that was when I was really spreading my wings into something else, because I feel like Picasso and Matisse was more so more on imagery and wordplay, versus La Merca Superior is just a vibe. It's just a street vibe of I wanted to put you in, you know, you're in a fucking, you're in our hood, you're in the Raza Tierra right here, bro. And I don't really hear that, bro. I hear like a lot of new rappers, like maybe like Peso or Money Sign Sway. They do the newer shit. You know, they do the trappy type beats and shit, which is fine, bro. But I never, you know, I never wanted to be in that box of, oh, this is trap, or oh, this is Chicano rap. I always wanted to invent my own lane for myself. So for the people out there that say like I'm a copy of these other artists, you could suck my dick, ass, and nuts. Pause, because that's just not what it is, bruh. And you gotta read between the lines. Like, we don't even talk about, I mean, we kind of talk about the same things because it's the same shit that goes on the streets: drugs, money, sex, violence. Yeah, but the way it's presented to you, the way the culture is just like significantly different. So I just don't want to be pigeonholed. I just want my music to live in its own realm. And I feel like independence is number one, man. You really have to do your own thing, do your own art, do it your own way, because the label's always gonna want you to sell their sell music for their agenda. People are always gonna want you to do shit their way. And the best way to go about your music is to just do it yourself, bruh. Fuck handouts. Fuck money. You gotta fuck all these big name artists. You gotta do it your way, bruh. Cause I've literally built my brand, my name, my art brick by brick by just connecting with like-minded individuals. I would network. I would try to be out there on the socials and try to fit into this fucking stupid underground bubble of bullshit, which doesn't work, bruh. It's kind of backwards if you think about it, because you're spending more time trying to get people to accept you than to just do your music and worry about that shit later, bro. That shit'll come. All the artists out there, man, I'm just letting y'all know that shit will come to you. You have to worry about your music, because there's just many factors that you're not gonna hit all of them, bro. You're not gonna be the best at marketing. You're not gonna be the best at having an aesthetic. You're not gonna be the best rapper, the best producer, the best engineer. But you can work on it every day, and you could be the best at one thing and then try to work around that, bro. It's just not possible. It's not realistic to want all of these things, especially if you don't have a team behind you. And I get, if you want to sign and you want to do, you know, the newer stuff, well, like, that's fine. But as far as like me, I'm going to do my own thing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to really try to perfect my craft and give it to you, like this podcast, like my albums. Like La Merca Superior is really like the upper market. This isn't for the people that are used to buying cheap shit. This is for all the raza out there that needs a place to go to get real authentic shit. Like, you know, when someone tells you, you know, they got fucking Bobs on or something like that from the swap meet, but then you could buy Toms from the mall. Not to make it about fucking ninja shoes, but that's just the first thing that came to my mind. Because I feel like everything I make is game-changing, bro. Game-changing ideas, game-changing influences that I know for a fact, if I'm not I've definitely influenced people now, whether they know it or not, like it or not. But for sure, I'm inspiring the next set of Chicanos and or artists that are going to be the next ones up, because you know, not to be like fucking like a Debbie Downer or whatever, but I don't see myself rapping forever. You know, I could produce, I could do all this other shit. I'm always gonna want to rap, love to rap, but you know, I what I really want to do is just look out for my people and my culture, because people want to treat it like they want to abuse it, they want to take advantage of it, and I'm not here for that, bro. I really don't. I'm really not gonna stand for that. This is something it means more to me. This is about respect. This is about something much bigger than a check, a fucking chain, a whip, clothes. This is, you know, our history that we're telling over here. And I just, you know, wanted to take the time out, you know, to let the audience know a little bit more about me through my music. We're going to keep on going with these anniversary breakdowns of the albums. I'm going to play, I'll play Summer Night, and if not, the whole album in the background while you're listening. But, you know, I just want to appreciate all the listeners, appreciate the raza out there. I just want to thank God. I want to say happy 4th of July to everybody, all the beautiful women out there, the special ones, the ones that got sent in my life to change the world. You know what I mean? La MERCA SUPERIOR para siempre. This is the God's Hour.
I'm not gonna be anybody's fool.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now, while the angels fly over my headstone.